Hello, my name is Fox and you're watching Den of Fools. Let's jump right in. In week 11 of 2024, we had 130 tournaments with a total of 2,559 players and 9,181 games played. This week, the Necrons topped the charts with 19 wins and 49 top 3 placings. Their weighted basic is 11.5, which is the second best overall, and a slight improvement on the 15.5 they got last time. They are back at the top, managing to beat out the far more popular Space Marines, which is an impressive achievement. It'll be interesting to see if the upcoming Tau Codex can stop their current dominance, or whether we are going to have to wait till the next balanced data slate. In that Surprise Meta Watch article we got on the 22nd of Feb, GW did mention they were keeping an eye on them. I'm sure they've watched them win many a tournament with a consistently high win rate in the 3 and a bit weeks since then. Space Marines have dropped back into second, with 17 wins and 50 top 3 placings. They only managed one more top 3 than Necrons, despite their bigger popularity. Their poor week is demonstrated by their weighted basic of 27.7, which is a lot higher than the 15.5 they got last time. We will have a look at the Dark Angels win rate later on in our chapter breakdown, but the initial results from the new Codex aren't looking good. The Tau come next with 11 wins, 24 top 3 placings, and a weighted basic of 10.4, the best overall. We have seen them at the top for consecutive weeks now. They do play well into Necrons and Custodes, from what I've heard in the competitive community, which is definitely helping them out, considering these factions are comfortably the second and third most popular. With the Space Marines struggling as well, they are seemingly taking advantage of this situation to win a good number of tournaments. It'll be interesting to see if this continues once their new rules see play. I haven't had a chance to look at some reviews of their new Codex, so I don't know if they're going to perform better or worse when it finally hits the tabletop. In any event, they're doing quite well at the moment. Another faction that is doing well is Astra Militarum, who also get 11 wins, with only 3 less top 3s and a slightly worse weighted basic at 13.3. As mentioned in our last show, I will cover a tournament where God came first and second in our next tournament spotlight. The Custodes are still doing well with 9 wins, 38 top 3s, and a weighted basic of 20.9. As usual, the vast majority of their results come from the smaller tournaments. The Tyranids have another good week, also getting 9 wins with a weighted basic of 16, which is very similar to last time. Chaos Space Marines are the last faction in blue, with 8 wins, 16 top 3s, and a weighted basic of 13.3. which is much better than the 3 wins and a weighted placing of 22.3 they got last week. They have done well, although all of their results minus 1 top 3 come in the smaller tournaments, suggesting they are still struggling to have an impact at the biggest events. The Death Guard and Orcs top the green group, with both getting 6 wins and 13 top 3 placings. They have a weighted placing of 20.5 and 17 respectively. Imperial Knights also get 6 wins, with 1 less top 3 and a weighted placing of 13, the third best overall. The Drukhari get 5 wins and a weighted basic of 15.8. They do perform much better in the larger tournaments, showing they can be quite competitive in the hands of a talented player. Due to their low popularity, they do struggle to get near the very top of the chart. Sisters come next with 4 wins and a weighted basic of 18. Photon are the last faction in green, also getting 4 wins with a weighted basic of 17.5, which is a big improvement on the 34.5 they got last week. We see a lot of familiar factions in yellow, although Imperial Knights and Chaos Space Marines have managed to escape this week. Somewhat surprisingly, Thousand Suns are in the yellow group, only managing to get 3 wins and a weighted basic of 27.3. This is a significant drop from the 6 wins and weighted basic of 8.8 they got last time. Likewise, the Eldari have seen a big drop from the 5 wins and weighted basic of 20.4 they got last week, only managing a weighted basic of 55.5 this time. 22 factions managed at least 1 top 10 placing, with the Space Marines getting the most top 10s with 209. The Necrons are in second with 129 top 10 placings, followed by Custodes in third on 89 top 10 placings. Unsurprisingly, the Space Marines are the most played faction with 18.41% of all players taking them. Necrons are the second most popular on 8.56%, followed by Custodes in third on 7.35%. It takes our resident stats guru and Ultramarine fanboy Fearless Fox many hours to collect all the data. It would be great if you could show your appreciation by liking and sharing the video. It really helps us with the God algorithm of YouTube. We have grouped the win rates by colour, with the key at the bottom of the screen. This week the Necrons top the charts with a win rate of 57.3%. To no one's surprise, they are the most consistently strong faction at the moment. The Sisters come next with a win rate of 55.3%, which is a fair bit better than what they normally do. Chaos Demons have a very good week with a 55% win rate, which just puts them in the Goldilocks zone. This is quite surprising considering they only got a win rate of 46.3% last time. The Custodes are very close behind with a win rate of 54.9%. They are consistently getting a win rate just within the Goldilocks zone. The Thousand Suns have a high win rate of 54.6%, which is a bit more than I would have thought, considering they didn't perform too well in terms of placings this week. The Votan, who did perform significantly better in terms of placings, get a win rate of 53.1%. This is a great result for them, considering they've been struggling since the last data slate. The Gene Stealer Cults come next with a win rate of 52.4%, which is a lot better than the 38.9% they got last time. The Drukhari are the last faction in green, with another strong performance, giving them a win rate of 52.3%. We have a lot of factions in yellow this week, although the majority are within the Goldilocks zone. The Eldari top the group with a win rate of 49.6%, which is a slight improvement on what they got last time. Despite getting the best weighted placing this week, the Tau come next with a win rate of 49.1%. I would imagine this is because the most competitive lists take very particular options, such as triple cyclic iron blasters. The Grey Knights and Tyranids have a win rate of 48.6% and 48.5% respectively, with the Imperial Knights on a 48% win rate. Their traitorous counterparts have a win rate of 46.9%, with World Eaters, Death Guard and Astra Militarum rounding out the Goldilocks zone. The Space Marines just miss out with a win rate of 44.9%, with the Orcs getting an uncharacteristically low win rate of 43.9%. Chaos Space Marines are still struggling with 43.8%, despite getting a good number of tournaments this week. The Admech are unfortunately at the bottom, with a win rate of 43.1%. The Necrons remain at the top of the running total with a win rate of 56.1%. The Custodes are just in the Goldilocks zone with a win rate of 54.5%, although they do perform marginally better at the smaller tournaments. The Thousand Sons remain comfortably in third place with 53.9%. The Grey Knights are on a win rate of 51.8%, with Drukhari and Tau on 50.9%. Sisters and Demons have a win rate of 50.7%, with the Imperial Knights just getting in green with a win rate of 50.4%. The majority of factions are in yellow, with only 4 factions below the Goldilocks zone. Guard have some competitive lists which can win big tournaments, despite their win rate of 44.8%. We will have a look at the Space Marine chapters shortly, with the Admech still struggling on a win rate of 43.1%. Despite doing a little better this week, Chaos Space Marines are firmly at the bottom of the pack, with a win rate of 41.6%. As the chapters ahead only have a few players, this week the Blood Angels top the charts with a win rate of 57.3%, which puts them joint top for all factions alongside the Necrons. They have seen success with their unique detachment, which includes winning the biggest tournament this week, the Frontline Gaming Rocky Mountain Open, an 198-player event. We will cover the list in an upcoming tournament spotlight. The second most popular chapter, the Black Templars, are still going strong, with a win rate of 52.4%. They are perhaps another faction which do well against the other ones near the top. The Iron Hands just managed to get in green, with a win rate of 50%. The Death Watch top the yellow group with a win rate of 49.1%. The Space Wolves are the last chapter in the Goldilocks zone, with a win rate of 48.6%. The Salamanders get a win rate of 42.9%, with the third most popular chapter, the Ultramarines, on a win rate of 40.2%. As I suggested, the new Dark Angels Codex seems to be very underwhelming, only getting a win rate of 38.3%. They are the most popular chapter, and have more players than nearly half the full factions this week. Nearly every opinion I have seen on the Codex predicted that it would struggle, and the initial win rates unfortunately support those predictions. The very few Imperial Fist players get a win rate of 37.8%, with the White Scars on 31.8%, and the Raven Guard on 31%. There are some chapters that are able to do well with specific builds, but overall, the Space Marines are struggling, especially the Codex-only chapters. The Black Templars remain at the top of the running totals, with a win rate of 50.8%. The Space Wolves are the only other chapter with a decent number of players in the Goldilocks zone, with a win rate of 47.8%. The Blood Angels are nearly in the Goldilocks zone, with a win rate of 44.9%. The Dark Angels are on a win rate of 43.4%, and if the initial results from the Codex are anything to go by, it will start dropping considerably. Their 4-week rolling win rate is already a percentage point below the running total, with only one of the weeks including the new Codex. The Death Watch have a win rate of 43.3%, with the Salamanders close behind on 43%. Fearless's favourite Blue Boys, the Ultramarines, are the last chapter in yellow, with a win rate of 42.7%. The Iron Hands are on 39.4%, with the Imperial Fists on 38%, the White Scars on 32.5%, and the Raven Guard on a 29.7% win rate. As we only have a few players in the weekly, we will focus on the win rates since the data slate. The Iron Warriors top the win rates on 46.8%, with the Emperor's Children just getting in the Goldilocks zone, with a win rate of 46.5%. The Alpha Legion are on a win rate of 43.4%, with the Word Bearers on 43.2%. The most popular warband, the Black Legion, are on a win rate of 41.4%. The Night Wars are the last warband with a decent number of players. They are on a win rate of 39.8%. If you enjoyed our content, please subscribe, check out one of the videos on screen, and consider using our affiliate links in the description. Thank you for watching.